welcome back to Makisode YouTube channel. Y'all remember this Selena Gomez's dress we're working on? Yeah, this crochet mini dress by Oscar de la Renta, which she wore to the Billboard Music Awards last November. You remember this, right? Yeah, we had worked on the first part, which is this the mesh body of the dress, yeah, which was underneath. So today we're going to be working the flower and the leaves, the flowers and the leaves. Yeah, so I'll just show us how a layered flower, one layered flower, you can use any layered flower that you like, and other flowers too, to fill in those blanks. And then we're also going to be learning how to make the leaf. Yeah, but before I go on to show us the flowers and the leaves, as usual, do go subscribe right now to our channel. We bring you brand new videos every week. Yeah, videos telling you or inspiring you on the various possibilities of crochet, videos showing you how we made one of our bespoke pieces, videos showing you how a particular celebrity's dress, you know, was made. Yeah, we'll be demystifying that, like what we're doing right now. Okay, so yes, we also have our galleries up on Instagram. Our wedding apparel, you can find those on at Makisode Weddings, and then you can find our corporates, casuals, accessories, and other items on at Makisode Models. Do well to subscribe, do well to follow, do well to like, and do well to share. All right, so that's about it. Let's dive in. Okay, so the colors on the flowers were the two different colors. One color for the center of the flower, right, and then a different color for the petals. So that's what we're gonna do. We're gonna be using this yellow, yeah, for the center of the flower, and then we're gonna be using this pink for the petals, and then I'm gonna be using this golden brown for the leaves. Let's say it's fall, so to speak. All right, so to get that, the flower, two steps. All right, started out with a magic circle. I'm going to move this paper away so that the brown back here would show us what we how this show us this clearly. Okay, so magic circle first of all, and then next thing is 8 half double crochet stitches into the magic circle. All right, so this is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. 8 half double crochet stitches in a magic circle. Close that up and slip stitch into the first half double crochet stitch right there. Now the second row is going to be 2 half double crochet stitches into every half double crochet across. So I chain 1, half double crochet, repeat that, move on to the next stitch, half double crochet, repeat that, next stitch, half double crochet, repeat that, next stitch, half double crochet, repeat that, next stitch, half double crochet, 2, half double crochet. So we're going to end up having 16 half double crochets in total. All right, so half double crochet again, half double crochet, and half double crochet. Let's count this to be sure. So we have the 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, and 16. Okay, so I'm gonna slip stitch right in there to the first half double crochet. So that's about it. This is the inner part of the circle. This is what we get of the flower rather. This is what we get. All right, so yeah, let me add on the petals now. So the first layer of the petals, said I was going to work in pink. I'm just going to pick any stitch, but I'm gonna use the stitch closest to where I started and ended. So I'm gonna be inserting my hook in here. First thing I'm going to do is to, fasten that yarn on there with a chain, right? And then I'm going to chain two, and then in the next stitch I'm going to place a double crochet, 3 double crochet stitches in there, 2 and 3, right? And then I'm going to chain 2 and slip stitch into stitch 3. So I'm going to 3 stitches per petal. All right, stitch 1, I'll go slip stitch to enter there, and then chain 2, right, double crochet 3 in the next stitch, chain 2, slip stitch in stitch 3. Repeat the process. Slip stitch, chain 2, 3 double crochet in the next stitch, 1, 2, 3, chain 2, slip stitch into stitch 3. So 3 stitches for every petal. All right, again, slip stitch first, chain 2, 3 double crochet stitches in the next stitch. This is one of the simplest flowers you could ever learn how to make, right? Chain 2 and then slip stitch into that third stitch. Yeah, again, slip stitch, chain 2, 3 double crochet stitches in the next stitch, 1, 2 and 3, chain 2 and slip stitch in the last stitch right there. Okay, that's it. This particular first row of petals done. Okay, so I'm going to be slip stitching into where we started from to cover that up. That's the flower. That's it right there. Okay, now this, put that on there, make several of this, place them at various intervals, yeah, sew them on, and then that you've gotten most of it. However, I need to show us how the next layer of the flower is made. So at this point I'm going to be working at the back, so I'll chain 1, 2, 3, 4 chains, and then I'll slip stitch into the stitch between 2 petals. I'll repeat this, 1, 2, 3, 4, slip stitch into a stitch between the 2 petals, find a way to get in there. So you're going to be having you still have those. Then 1, 2, 3, 4 chains, slip stitch into from behind here, slip stitch into a stitch between 2 petals. Again, 1, 2, 3, 4, slip stitch into a stitch between 2 petals. 1, 2, 3, 4, slip stitch into a stitch between 2 petals. That is done. Now you're ready for the next layer. Okay, into those chain spaces, right, you're going to slip stitch, chain 2. Previously in the first the first layer of flowers, we inserted 3 double crochet stitches, but in this second layer I'm going to be inserting 5 double crochet stitches, an extra 2. So I'm going to have 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. You can make yours 4. I'm making mine 5 because I want it to be really big. So, and I chain 2 and slip stitch into that same chain 4 space. 1 petal done. Same thing, next chain 4 space, slip stitch. First of all, chain 2, 5 double crochet stitches. 1, 2, 3. Let me do that again. 3, 4, and 5, right? Then I chain 2 and slip stitch into that same chain 4 space. I'm going to be repeating this in all the other chain 4 spaces until I get to the last petal. So like I said, slip stitch into the chain 4 space at the back of the petals in the previous row, right? Chain 2, 5 double crochet stitches into the chain 4 space, 3, 4, and 5, right? And then I'm gonna chain 2 and slip stitch into that same chain space. So yep, I'm gonna walk the remaining off camera and get back here soon. I'm just coming up on the last stitch for the last petal on the second layer. So I've chained 2. I'm about to slip stitch into my chain 4 space, and that's it for this for that layer, for the second layer for the flower. Look at that. So now you can go on, right? You notice that some of the flowers on the dress have more than these 2 layers, right? So you can go on, make more, add to the layers. Now note, the first layer had 3 double crochet stitches, right? The second layer we had 5 double crochet stitches in between. So your third layer could have up to 7. But this time around, note that we had chained, we used 4 chains. So this time around you could decide to make your chains up to 5 chains. You could do 6 chains, now depending on how taut you want your flower to be. So this is it. I'm going to stop here because the sample I'm making is really small. So I'm going to stop here on this my 2 layers, but you can go on ahead and make more layers as I have explained it. All right, so that's it. Now this flower, I used the burnt orange and the hot pink. You can use whatever colors you want. You can use red and white in there. You can use it could be a brownish, a golden brown in there, and red outward. That's left to you. Yeah, it will still come out great. So that's it for the petal. That's it for the flower. I'm going to go on to work the leaf.